Leaving behind the chaos of Raccoon City, Resident Evil 7 steps into a haunting new chapter. A fresh protagonist, Ethan Winters, a new kind of fear, and a whole different mystery. In 2017, Ethan travels deep into Louisiana, chasing a flicker of hope after receiving a mysterious email from his wife, Mia, who had vanished 3 years earlier and was presumed dead. That hope leads him to the decaying Baker family estate. As he enters a rotting farmhouse, unlocking doors that shouldn't be opened, and walking halls drenched in silence, Ethan discovers Mia locked away in the basement. But she's different. She warns him, terrified, that Daddy's coming. Moments later, she turns violent, not just physically, but inhumanly so, and attacks Ethan. In shock and self-defense, Ethan harms her, but before he can make sense of anything, a voice on the phone, Zoe, offers help. Things spiral when Mia returns again, now with a chainsaw, and Ethan is barely able to defend himself before being knocked out by Jack Baker, the monstrous patriarch of the house. He wakes up tied to a dinner table, surrounded by the grotesque Baker family: Jack, Marguerite, Lucas, and a silent old woman. They laugh, taunt, and try to force Ethan to eat what he fears might be human flesh. As soon as they leave, Ethan seizes a chance to escape, only to learn that the house and the family are far worse than expected. Zoe, who claims to be Jack's daughter, guides him through the madness. Jack himself seems unkillable, regenerating from bullets and even self-inflicted gunshots. And then there are the other horrors: mold-covered monsters created from the people the Bakers kidnapped. Ethan eventually takes Jack down in a brutal chainsaw duel, escapes the house, and finds shelter in a trailer. Zoe explains that Mia is still alive, but infected by the same virus that's consumed the Bakers. A cure exists, but the ingredients must be found. Ethan dives deeper into the swamp, facing mutated bugs, hallucinations, and a horrifying showdown with a mutated Marguerite. When he returns, Zoe and Mia are gone, taken by the twisted Lucas, who lures Ethan into a barn filled with deadly traps. Ethan beats Lucas's sadistic games and rescues both women, crafting 2 doses of the serum needed to cure the infection. But Jack returns, this time a massive creature of flesh and rage. With no choice, Ethan uses 1 dose to end Jack permanently, and must choose who to save with the last vial, Mia or Zoe. He chooses Mia. Heartbroken, they leave Zoe behind and set off on a boat, but peace is brief. A mysterious shipwreck drags them into new horrors. Now it's Mia's turn. As Ethan is captured by tendrils of mold, Mia explores the ghostly ship, recovering her memories. She was part of an organization called The Connections, tasked with transporting a BOW, a bioweapon named Evelyn. A child in appearance, Evelyn can control minds through a mold infection, and she's the source of the Baker nightmare. Jack had found Evelyn and Mia washed ashore and, trying to help, brought them home. That mistake cost his entire family their sanity. In a dream, Ethan sees Jack once more, no longer a monster, but a broken father begging for help. Inspired, Ethan wakes, fights his way through an abandoned salt mine to a secret lab, and learns the truth. Evelyn has rapidly aged, her body deteriorating. She is, in fact, the old woman who sat silently at the Baker dinner table. Armed with a sample of her DNA, Ethan crafts a toxin to end it all. Returning to the house, he confronts Evelyn and injects her. But instead of dying, she mutates into a giant beast. Just when all hope seems lost, a helicopter drops a special weapon. Ethan fires. Evelyn shatters into dust. Finally, Ethan and Mia are rescued by Umbrella Blue, a reformed group led by Chris Redfield, hoping to make amends for Umbrella's past crimes. They fly away from the darkness, from the horror, from the infection. But can they ever truly leave it behind? This isn't just a story of survival. It's a tale of love, grief, transformation, and the horror that lies beneath the surface of ordinary lives. Resident Evil 7 is a rebirth, not just for the series, but for horror itself.